think Diana lied to me today. I just can't figure out why.
I went back in.
Do whatever it takes to convince him to give you that product.
NYPD!
Now, we all know Tariq and Brayden were always going to find their way back into the street and drug game. Uncle Tommy wanted Tariq pick a lane and stay in it. That's what he did towards the end of 402. He tried his hand at being a regular civilian. In fact, both of them have, but it just ain't who they are, especially Tariq. He believes him ascending the throne in terms of being at the top of the pyramid in the drug business is his birthright. So we are going to see him making his move to get his operation back up and running. He's going to have the help of Davis McLean and Brayden as usual, but he'll also be using Effie as well. Noma will continue to have trouble with Anya Covington, but she'll also no doubt question Obie because Detective Carter and his task force are making their move. With the Tejadas, this is the episode where Monet will start to uncover the truth, and I wouldn't even be surprised if by the end, she finds out. But we are going to get into the exclusive images and clips in this preview. But first, let's just take a look at the episode title and synopsis. Now, the title of episode 3 is Birthright, and the synopsis reads: Tariq and Brayden must find an in with a vicious new connect. Monet digs into who shot her, realizing her kids might not be being honest. Noma tasks Kane with handling a competitor operating on her turf. Now, in regards to the episode title and the theme of the episode, it's going to center around Tariq believing it is his destiny to be at the top of the food chain. So we are going to see him making his moves to get his business operation back up and running, where he will meet a new connect, but he'll also need the help of Davis McLean. Davis will also be taking a 20% cut of his troubles, because at this moment in time, his law license is suspended, and we all know how much he loves getting paid. It also seems like Davis will help Tariq get a meeting with Zion, a new character who we haven't met yet, which could potentially be the new character at the Fight Club. Now, on Tariq working with Davis, this is something I'm really looking forward to. We all know Davis will be entering the criminal world a lot more in season 4, and it does seem like his connections in the streets will be a big help for Tariq as he begins to build the foundation of his new empire. But acting as a mentor or a consigliere to Tariq is going to be really beneficial as he starts to build in the streets. Before, Tariq built a really sophisticated operation at Stansfield with Course Correct. He then moved to Western Holdings where he was supplying Wall Street, but now he's going to have to find another way. Not only do they have to move this product that they managed to source from their new connect, who I believe could be Zion, they have to do this under the radar of Noma, which will be a challenge in itself. They have to first find a connect, get to the product, and then set up a brand new pipeline to move the product, all while going undetected from Noma and also Detective Carter and law enforcement. Whether that's something we see Tariq setting up in episode 3, who knows? They definitely will start building the foundation. We also know Powerbook 2 Ghosts love to move at a very quick pace, so I personally wouldn't be surprised if by the end, they've got something up and running. He'll also have the help of a couple of characters. Pinky will be there to help Tariq as usual, maybe being his eyes and ears on the street, but the big one's Effie. Apparently he's back working with Effie again.
I faked the trail leading back to that Roman kid at the Fight Club. Effie took care of us.
We're fucking with Effie now?
I don't know, it's just, I'm doing what the fuck I gotta do.
Now, I know a lot of people would disagree with Tariq working with Effie, especially after he's been burned 3 times. But what I would say to that is, I don't think Tariq will be making the same mistake again, that's for sure. If Tariq is working with Effie again, then it is going to be a strict business transaction, and he's going to be very wary. If I were in Tariq's shoes, I would use her for whatever he needs, but do not trust her. Now, Tariq will make it known to Brayden that he has made a move with Effie, whatever that may be, whether he's working with her or whether he's using her, but Tariq's doing exactly what Ghost used to do. He's making moves behind Brayden's back, and doesn't really seem to be telling him the full truth around what he's up to. That's one of the big problems with this relationship. Brayden's shown a lot more loyalty to Tariq, and I'm not saying Tariq hasn't shown any back, but it does seem like Tariq might be making some very selfish moves just like Ghost. Towards the end of Power, Ghost was making a lot of moves for his own benefit, so just like one of the slogan tees before season 4, father like son. Now with Brayden, we've also got him meeting Elle, and this is something that will definitely add to the conflict between Brayden and Tariq. In my breakdown for 402, I mentioned keep an eye on Elle, because I don't think all is as it seems, especially because the first thing she said to Brayden when she met him was, my dealer is out of town. So, I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if she is undercover, or, if she isn't, then she definitely will become a problem later on, as love interests in the world of Power normally do. Brayden's also got issues with his sister, Rebecca. It seems like she's finding it really difficult integrating herself back at Stansfield this semester, because the Western name has been completely tarnished. We also have Brayden was called out by a student at Stansfield in 402, and the same is probably happening with Rebecca, if not worse. It also seems like she may be moving her stuff out of the room that was dedicated to the Westons. So, let's see which direction they take Rebecca's story arc. I don't think it's a focus for no reason. They have teased her using powder before, and that's why I feel like she could be someone who just goes off the rails and just adds to Brayden losing his humanity. There will be moments that definitely chip away at Brayden, and seeing his sister hurt, he'll definitely feel responsible, but let's see if later on it becomes anything more. Now moving over to the other side, Obie's a character who's definitely in big trouble in episode 3. He betrayed Noma at the end of season 3 when he helped Tariq. Noma also seemed to be casting him aside and questioning his commitment during the early parts of season 4. On top of that, he was picked up by Detective Carter, who will no doubt start to turn the screw in terms of his weakness, which I personally believe will be his brother. There's also the question around how did he obtain the green cards, and if they really want to dig into it, they'll find the link to Rashad Tate, and it doesn't take a genius to work out the connection to Tariq. So I don't know if he survives any longer, especially if Obie does start to talk. Noma will definitely find out at some point he's been pulled in, and even if Obie doesn't talk or snitch, I do think Noma will be very ruthless, as she has to be as a leader in her position. Now we've also got the return of Kamal Tate, and it does seem like he will be helping Carter and his task force. And on Tate, he is a very good addition, or at least someone who can connect the dots for Detective Carter. Let's not forget, he was investigating the Stanfield drug operation and murders in season 2, and he does know a fair bit about Brayden and Tariq. So let's see what impact he has and whether or not this brings Rashad Tate back into the picture. Now elsewhere with Noma, her troubles in trying to control Anya will definitely continue. We all know she's questioning whether her mother's being honest about who she is, and I do feel this relationship will only continue to deteriorate. In the back, looking on, we also have Kane and Effie, but this is where I expect to see Kane and Noma's relationship take an unexpected turn, and where they start to get a little close. Whether that's the reason why Effie starts to help Tariq again, who knows, but I think we all know love triangles never really end well. So, we also have to ask the question, what does it mean for Kane and Effie's relationship? I think we all knew it was a ticking time bomb anyway, but I think it's over, especially if Kane starts sleeping with Noma. With the Tejadas, the synopsis does tease this will be the episode where Monet really begins to question whether Drew and Diana are being honest with her, or at least questioning Diana. And on Diana, we all know her pregnancy came back positive, so I do wonder how she copes with this secret. Will she start lying to Monet, which raises further questions? And just generally, where will she be in terms of her mindset? Because we all know she is struggling to keep on top of what she has on her plate already. On top of all of that, she's got Monet closing in on the truth. So, I wonder, are we going to get yet another Tejada dinner table scene very similar to what we saw in 208? We've got Monet and the Tejadas having dinner, but this will also be the scene where it seems like Monet will let out her big scream. So has Monet uncovered the truth? Could she have found out the truth from maybe Kay Egan? Because let's not forget, she did question Tariq, who is this Kay Egan? And why is she saying I leaked Tasha's location? That's the best lead Monet's had in the past month, so you do have to think Monet would want to question Kay Egan around name dropping her as the one who leaked Tasha's location. It only makes sense. So, do we see a meeting between Monet and Kate? And if we do, will the Ring doorbell come into play? I have said it in countless of videos before, this Ring doorbell footage is something that would definitely expose Diana. So did the writers have this here on purpose, or is it something that they might have overlooked? Let's keep an eye on it, because it does make sense Monet would want to go and question Kate. But that's a preview of all things episode 3. It's an episode where we're going to see Tariq putting the building blocks down to his new empire. We're also going to meet a few new players. Davis is getting deeper into the criminal world, but so is Obie, but maybe in a different way. And does that spell the end for his character? If it does, Kane will definitely be waiting in the wings to take his place. In regards to the Tejadas, is this the episode where Monet finally finds out the truth? And is this why she's letting off a big scream? Drop all your thoughts and predictions down below in the comment section. And as always, thanks you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.